first down throw for Mayfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down. Mayfield on first down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Shotgun now for Carr. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
6-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Hines. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 25.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now it's Hines. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets. And
he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Frank Gore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first down, Hines. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Carr. Going deep for Eifert. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
The game at 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield off the play fake. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jaguars.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that...
And he's into the clear. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Browns. 54 yards. First down, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
And goal at the Jaguars' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. To throw, it's Carr. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain there of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr on the bootleg. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Carr going to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Jaguars 28, Browns 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Marvin Hall returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
C.J. Nelson, incomplete. He was covered by C.J.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
32. And the Browns 1st down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
30.
Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The kick.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 28. Browns 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
Carr completes it, and he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Hines. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Carr. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Carr now on first down. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
To Laviska Shenault. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Carr now on 1st down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Malcolm Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Down by Jason McCourty.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
2 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And Parkey's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your prep...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.